Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary. For those of you who are new here, welcome. I would love it if you grabbed a snack, stayed for a while, and click the subscribe button. I would love to have you. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. Sorry if I sound... This is my fourth time trying to film this intro. Sorry. It's just a little hard because you already know by the title of the video that I'm reviewing the new Goss palette that he just released and one of the eyeliners. This is the Luxury Eye Palette in Tourmaline. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And this is the Essential Eye Kohl Pencil, and this is in Copper Flame. The reason that this video is a little difficult to film is because Mel Thompson recently passed away, and the last video posted on her channel was the review of this eyeshadow palette. And it was uploaded on the day before everybody in the community found out that she passed away. She sold me on this palette with that review. I didn't know yet that she obviously wasn't going to read my comment or reply to it or get the chance to, but I did comment on the video that she convinced me to buy this palette because of her review. So yeah, this video is going to be difficult to film. Like I said, this is my fourth or fifth time trying to film my intro. So why don't we go ahead and just get to the review because I'm just rambling now. All right, guys, I am really, just know I'm struggling. Okay, so before we get going with the eye look, in this collection he released the eyeshadow palette and he also released 2 eyeliners. That is the full collection. This is what the packaging for the unicorn looks like. This is what it all looks like. It's pretty, but I don't keep it personally. This is what his palettes look like. This is his standard packaging for all of his makeup. I do really enjoy it. I just really hate because you can really see the fingerprints right away. Okay, here is the beautiful eyeshadow palette. It's a lot prettier in person, I feel. I'm excited to dig into these shades right here. Like I said earlier in my intro, Mel sold me on this palette. She just created such beautiful eye looks. And I will probably get some inspiration from her video in a few minutes here before I start the eye look. This is what the eyeliner looks like. This is my first Wayne Goss eyeliner, so I'm excited to try it out. And like I said, Mel sold me on these purchases. The palette will run you for $55 and it has a 24-month shelf life. It was made in the USA. And for the eyeliner, this will run you for $14. It has a 24-month shelf life and it was made in the Czech Republic. The lip liner that I bought from his last collection is also made in the Czech Republic. Now we can start with eye look. All right, guys, I got you all nice and close so we can get nice and personal. I did already prime my eyes. I used my MAC paint pot in soft ochre. All right, and one thing I did mention in my last video is that I do like the fact that he numbers his shades instead of giving them actual names. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This shade right here is that special celestial shade. So it's like that topper that doesn't have too much pigment. It's meant to just really pop the eye look out. Why don't we go ahead and get started? I'm going to jump into shade number 1, and I think I'm going to create a halo eye. Halo eyes are one of Mel Thompson's favorites, and she did create a halo eye in her review, and I thought it looked absolutely beautiful. So this shade number 1, I'm going to use as my transition shade. This is a Jaclyn and Morphe JH30, so it's a fluffy brush. And this one is not like super pigmented, and it does have a tiny bit of shimmer, so if you don't like shimmer on your crease, then you might not like this shade on there. Okay, you can't see that shade too much. I did bring it down to my lower lash line. It's a beautiful color though. It reminds me of a shade in the Celestial Pearl palette, and it also reminds me of a shade in the new Tom Ford Soleil Neige palette that I just reviewed. Okay, now we're going to jump into shade number 2, and I'm going to see if I can maybe put a little more dimension on the crease. I might just end up using all of these shades. I don't know. We'll see. This is a Morphe and Ariel A20. Oh, and I'm telling you guys, I am all over the place with this video. You can purchase this palette at beautylish.com. I will be linking everything down below. So if you are ever curious or have a question, check the description box below first. And if your answer isn't there, then just go ahead and leave a comment and I should answer back. Sometimes it takes a while for me to get the notification of the comment, but I feel like I typically do respond fairly quickly. Okay, that's what we have so far. I probably should have started with shade number 2, but it's okay. Now we just have 2 beautiful shimmery shades on my lid. Okay, now I am going to jump in to shade number 5. I'm using a Refer 01, and I'm going to use this in the outer corner and the inner corner. Like I said, I'm doing a halo eye. Okay, this is what we have so far. Now I'm going to jump in to shade number 3, which is like a darker burgundy. I'm using a Morphe and Ariel A29. This is, I believe, like a shimmery shade. And I'm going to use this shade to deepen up the outer corner. I am marrying what I have at the top on the lower lash line as well. I usually use a smaller brush for this, but I forgot a smaller brush. So I'm making it work with this one. Okay, this is what we have so far. I am going to lightly go into shade number 2 with my finger and put it in the center, and then I'm going to top it off with this shade right here, which is the Celestial shade number 6. All right, now I am going to dig in to his eyeliner, and like I said, this is in the shade Copper Flame. So it sounds like it's kind of a reddish tone, like a reddish burgundy tone, and I'm going to use this on my lid. I much prefer pencil liners than liquid liners. I'm old school when it comes to liners, so I can appreciate a beautiful pencil liner. And this is gliding beautifully with no issues. And it definitely is, can you see it, like a reddish burgundy type of shade. I'm loving it. I am going to create a small little wing. Beautiful. All right, let me finish up the eye look and we'll do some swatches and talk. Okay guys, before I zoom out and we start talking and looking at swatches, I just wanted to show you a close-up of the eye look. I used some half lashes by the Bright Lashes. Angela Bright is the creator of this lash brand. These are in the style Flare and I'm really loving them. I think they go perfect with this eye look. I did go in with the Wayne Goss liner in my waterline and I tightlined a tiny bit. But yeah, here it is. It's a beautiful eye look. inspired by the beautiful Mel Thompson. Okay, let me go ahead and zoom out so we can get into the swatches and my thoughts. Okay, we are all nice and zoomed out. I did use Wayne Goss lipstick in the shade Cashew. This is from the nude collection that he released about a month ago or so. Okay, so here are the swatches. Shade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. The Celestial shade. They all swatched nice. The shimmer shades right here, or they're like a silky, sheeny shade. They remind me a lot of Charlotte Tilbury's formula, which is nice because those go very well on mature eyelids, so it won't accentuate any fine lines, anything like that. So I'm actually very, very glad about that. I do feel like they're a tiny bit light on my lid, but it's okay. I actually am enjoying that look. And as far as the Celestial shade, it definitely feels like it's a little more dry in this palette than it is in the other palette, the Luxury Eye palette. I think this is Pearl. In this one, I feel like, yeah, I feel like the Celestial shade in here is not as drying as the one, and yeah, it feels more wet. So the formula in this Celestial shade is definitely different than the one in the Pearl palette. I'm not sure which one I like better. I think I like the one in the Pearl palette better because the fallout is not as bad as the Tourmaline one. It's not horrible, but I do have a tiny bit of fallout. But yeah, here are the shades. I definitely feel they are beautiful, and I also feel these two palettes are going to complement each other very, very well, which actually excites me. But I can definitely use each one individually. The only difference is that I feel like with the Pearl palette, there's not too much dimension, and almost every eye look that you create is going to look very similar, even if it's not the same eye look. I hope that makes sense. Okay, and as far as the liner, I actually really enjoyed this eyeliner. It's very, very soft, like very soft. It does have a tiny bit of like sheen, which the camera's not really picking it up. You'll definitely be able to see it, I feel like, in pictures. But yeah, it's a beautiful liner. It worked wonderful. Like, the formula is super creamy, super easy to work with. I really, really enjoyed this eyeliner, and I'm actually very glad that I picked it up. The shade is a beautiful shade. I don't own one like this in my collection, so I'm very happy to have that. Okay, well, I think that is it for this review and this video. We are pretty much done. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Like I say in every video, I really do appreciate every single one of you. I hope you enjoyed my review. It was a little tough filming this video, but I really, really, really wanted to review the palette, play with it, and create an eye look that was inspired by Mel. Her skills, they were just, gosh, what a shame. Go check out her video on this palette. Maybe you'll get inspired to create some eye looks if you do have this eyeshadow palette. She inspired this eye look for sure. And like I said, I will go ahead and link everything down below. So just check the description box, okay? All right, well, I would love it if you gave this video a big ol' thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, and you would definitely help me out in the algorithm and hopefully bring in some new fresh eyes to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family by clicking the subscribe button. I would love to have you. I am on the journey of hopefully reaching 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2021, and you can really help me out by clicking the subscribe button. Okay guys, I will see you on the next video.